gang. Howdy, this is Paul McMann with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with us this Monday evening, November 29th, the Monday after Thanksgiving holiday. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I did. It was terrific. I love Thanksgiving. I love turkey leftovers, and I just had a nice turkey sandwich. So here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself, and we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary trading indicators, and we supplement that with personalized one-on-one training, which we think is really the only way to effectively learn how to currency trade. And we do live trades like this to show you how well the tools work and to teach you how to trade. So with that, let us start by first listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
I find trading extremely fun, rewarding, and profitable. And we hope to make that the same for you. One of the great things about the program is, as one of the ways we teach, is we do these live trade sessions. If you are in the trial, you get to attend the sessions that are in yellow. So tonight we're doing it at 6:30. Tomorrow morning we will be doing it again at 6:30. You've got an intro to coaching session tomorrow morning at 9:30. But more importantly, if you are a regular member, look at all the live trade sessions you can do. You've got every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, every evening, Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. You got a trade on Sunday afternoon. You got the advanced member meeting. You got continued trading with back to the basics. And then you have an additional paid session with the On It with Dale. So lots of occasions where we put up experienced traders who know what they're doing. Everybody's got a little bit of different style, and they go through it. The two trades that I'm going to work on today, or the trades that I focus on, are something called the 10-point trade and a little scalp trade, the thick orange line trade. So with that, I work off of a routine. I start by making sure everything is connected and live. And today I took the extra 10 minutes to shut everything down, reboot, and we only have one screen up. So we should not get any freezing today. Good practice is always to review your current day's activity. What'd you do today? What went well? More specifically, what didn't go well, and what error were you making? If you are trading on a longer term chart, it is good to take a screenshot of what you're looking at before you take the trade. And then if the trade doesn't go well, you can go back to your coach or come to me, or we can go through what you were looking at and why it didn't work as you thought it was going to do. As we are technical traders, which means we are trading based on the anticipated future move of the currency pair, we still need to know what's going on in the news because the news impacts currency. And we do that by taking a look at Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks down news items into yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. When we see things that are in red, we want to kind of trade around them. I like to not have a trade. I like to be out of it 2 hours before anything's going to happen, or I try to time it so that I'm out of it 2 hours before anything's going to happen. Right now, Japan's announcing their unemployment rate, but we've got clear sailing, all just yellows and reds all through tomorrow morning at 8:30. Canada's announcing GDP numbers, and at 10 a.m. Fed Chairman Powell testifies. Whenever Fed Chairman Powell testifies, it can move the market, and he will be probably talking about COVID, how the new COVID is going to impact inflation and what the Fed's going to do about it. President Biden just recently reappointed Fed Chairman Powell to his position. So with that, we've got clear sailing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the indicators and see what we got. This chart is a chart that is one of the standard charts in the indicators. It is the 6 light major chart. I call it the composite chart because it is showing us 6 different currency pairs. The first chart is all US based pairs, and it is on a 1 hour chart. So that means the candle is 1 hour. So on a 1 hour chart, we can typically find moves anywhere from 5 to 30 pips. On this 10-point trade, basically what I'm trying to do is get all the lines, or a certain percentage of the lines, to line up a certain way, and that tells me we have a good trade. And I am starting with this middle section here, which is called the majors and minors. And I am looking for situations where we are either overbought, where the lines are above the blue line, or oversold, where we are below the red line. When we find that we are above the red line, above the blue line, that is a good opportunity. Where the market's overbought, that's a good sell opportunity. The question then becomes, when should I sell and how much is the sell worth? The when you should sell is we want a situation where all the lines are above and then pointed down. So right now on the Australian USD, all the lines are above and pointed up. I don't want to take a trade when we're above and pointed up because I don't know how much more in the move there is. Ideally, what I want to do is catch it when they're pointed down and get the ride all the way through the channel till it gets oversold. So the market goes up a little bit, goes down a little bit, and our indicators are very good at catching when they do either of those.
What time is this meeting?
Hey, I'm sorry, no talking. If you have a comment, just put it in the chat. So going on, and the other thing is the indicators work better, or I found they work better when we've got an active market. So it's daytime or morning time where yeah, hi, no talking. Tail, you gotta mute it and just listen and type in your comments if you have any. So let us all right, so Australia, it's approaching morning, so that's okay. Euro USD, it's evening in both, so we're going to pass, but we're overbought going up, so we wouldn't take a trade anywhere. Anyways, pound USD over bought, still going up. We wouldn't take a trade because of the time of day. USD Canadian dollar oversold, going down. Again, we're not going to take a trade because of the time of day. USD CHF, we are oversold, and the lines are going up, not quite as steep as I would like. So this is the beginning of a signal. But again, both of these currency pairs are off market time. It's not daytime in either market. So I'm going to pass on this for right now. But this is the beginning of a good signal. If I go up to the TNTs to see how many lines are supporting this, the two orange lines are supporting, the dotted blue is supporting. When blue is going down, that means sell, buy. So I got 3 of the 4 telling me buy, which I need a minimum of. I've got down pressure here on the pressure indicator, but the green is on top. So I have a good signal here. But again, I'm going to pass on it for now because I don't like the time of day when this is trading. Here, USD JPY, it is approaching morning in Japan. Here was a good signal had we caught it right here. And had we caught it right here, we could have gotten, let's see how many pips we might have gotten. That was worth 30 pips here in the last hour, 2 hours. So we do not want to. Now we are halfway. We're almost all the way through the green and gray line have actually gone through to the other side of the channel. So there's nothing here. I have cloned this chart and called it 6 Major 2 and have come up with another 6 currency pairs. These 6 currency pairs are primarily non-US based. So again, I start with my the middle portion of the chart, the majors and minors, and I want to find a situation where the lines are above and pointing down or below and pointing up. So right now, the lines are just about just reached the overbought status, but they're still going up. Same on Australian yen, overbought, going up, although the majors are starting to turn. European Canadian dollar, I've got a mixed signal in the middle of the channel. Majors going sideways, minors going up. AUD NZD. All right, this is kind of interesting. Both of these are approaching morning. Minors are clearly going up and have not reached the halfway mark. Majors are going up, but I've got this kink in the line where it's starting to go sideways versus up. So this by definition is we've got one, we were oversold. We've entered the channel. That's okay as long as it hasn't gotten to the halfway point. The gray line is crossed over the black line and the green line is over the red line. So I've got a kind of the double cross here and I've got all the lines pointing up. So that's 3 points. I have got the 2 orange lines, the thick orange line and the thin orange line both going up. Dotted blue coming down. So I've got 3 of the 4 of these lines telling me buy. I've got soft down pressure. What makes it soft is the steepness. It is starting to strengthen because the lines are converging. They're getting closer together, but the red line is on top. Red line is on top. I either want these lines pointing up to be consistent with this, or I want the green line on top. I do not have the green line on top. So I've got six of the lines telling me, but I don't have this 7th line, or I need sections of each of these 3 charts telling me it's a good a buy signal. And when I get that, each of the sections of the chart are measuring something different. So when all 3 tell me it's a buy, I can be I've got that kind of highest level of confidence that this is a good trade. So I'm just looking for the setup that I want. I know the setup that I want. And then when I see it, I'm ready to take the trade. Pound yen. This is actually was a nice setup, but we're more than halfway through the channel. Had we got this earlier, maybe last hour, this would have been a very nice trade. The lines are nice and tight. There's nice steepness on the green line, so you can see the steepness here of the green line versus the steepness over here on the AUD NZD. The two oranges are going up, the two blues are going down, so all four in agreement here. And I've got up pressure and the green lines on top. So I've got 3, 4. I've got 9 points out of the 10 points here. So, but my problem is we're more than halfway, so I don't know how much more up there is in the move. I want to catch it. If I can catch it down here, I can ride it right all the way through this channel. So, and then get, pick up these pips. Here, Euro AUD, we are just about halfway. Plus, we've got this kink in the line. So we're going from more steep to less steep. I don't like when we're taking a buy and it's going from more steep to less steep. I want it to go from less steep to more steep is the kind of trade I want to take. So we got nothing here. So let's go to the next pairing. So I've got another 6 pairs that are different pairs. The indicators work great on all of the pairs. Canadian yen, overbought going up. Euro New Zealand dollar. We've got a mixed signal here. Majors coming down, minors going up. Pound New Zealand dollar, again, a mixed signal. Majors going down, minors going up. New Zealand yen. We are overbought. We are way overbought. And the line's going up. This actually becomes a good candidate for a thick orange line trade, which we will go into a minute if we don't see a 10-point trade. So we've got a dozen different signals. I'm just going to use 2 of them here. This first signal, this 10-point signal, gives us more pips. So I want to see if we find something there first. Gold, USD. I almost took a gold trade this morning. I saw it. I saw all the signals going down. What held me up was the 4-hour. There was a difference between the 1 hour and 2 hour and the 4 hour. The 1 and 2 hour were had nice setups for going down for a sell, but the 4 hour was oversold, and I didn't take it. And then I checked back a couple hours later, and I made a nice down move. Bitcoin oversold going down. Let's go to our last grouping. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar over. We're in the middle of the channel. Swiss franc, yen, overbought going up. Euro yen, overbought going up. So apparently, this unemployment news, even though it was a minor, it didn't have, it was not expected to have big impact. It did. It caused a big jump. Anything with the yen in it took a big jump. Pound Australian dollar. oversold. Majors and minors are mixed. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, overbought, still going up. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, kind of in the middle of the channel, just reaching overbought status. So we just went through 24 pairs in about 15 minutes, and we didn't see a trade. So now what we're going to do is we are going to use a second signal, which is good on the top of the hour when there's 5 minutes left. And if we look at our time remaining, we got 9 minutes here, which attempts to capture when the market is strained. And actually, this is very strange what we're looking at here. And it's called the thick orange line trade. And basically what it is doing is it is attempting to capture what's going on with the thick orange line. And the thick orange line is a scaled number. It is looking at it goes from 0 when it's at as low as it can go to 10 when it's as high as it can go. And when it's at 0, the indicator's telling us that, hey, there's no more down in the movement. When it's at 10, it's telling us that there's no more up in the movement. So if there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to buy. Now, our situation here is that there's something wrong with this number because our line is showing us that it's close to 0, but this number is close to 10. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I will report that. But since it's off, we are going to just go to the next one. So I'm looking for situations where this is 0 or 10 or within 1. So 2 isn't close enough. And hold on here. All right, so we have a 10. So this is telling us that we don't believe there's any more up in the movement. But to get accuracy, or to get that higher degree of accuracy, I want something to confirm that there is no more up in the movement. So what I do is I go and I look at the majors and minors, and I want to see all 4 of these lines well above the blue line. And you can see the majors, the red and the green line, are just crossing over. So for me, these aren't up high enough yet. So we're going to pass. 8.1 isn't high enough. 5.4 isn't high enough. 9.2 is. 9.2 is within 1 of 10. But when we look at our majors and minors, they still have a little ways to go before they get through the other end of the channel. I want them up here telling me we're overbought and we're maxed out. And when that happens, when the candle changes, there's it's like snapping a rubber band. You're pulling it, and then when the candle changes, it releases, and there's a little bit of a snapback. So we're looking to get that snapback, but we don't have that here. So let's go to our next group. 5.2 isn't close enough. 10, yes. AUD, JPY. And all 4 lines are well above. So I've got condition 1 and I've got condition 2. This trade is worth 5 pips. I don't have to do any additional analysis on it. So we are going to go ahead and take a sell on the AUD JPY for 5 pips. So I am going to open up my chart, my MetaTrader 4. I am going to go to AUD JPY. I'm going to see if I've got it open here. I do not have it open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. I'm going to look for AUD, AUD-JPY. It's not in this first group, not in that second group. Should be in the third group here, AUD-JPY. It's morning time on both currency pairs. So I've got the chart up. I'm going to go to the second row and go to New Order. I'm going to make sure my symbol is correct, Australian dollar, yen. I'm going to adjust my volume, and to practice good risk and money management, I am going to move my cursor spot over 4 spots. So I am going to take a lot size of 1.1. This is a demo account. And I'm going to do market execution and market sell. At this point, I'm not going to worry about the take profit or stop loss. So I'm going to click market sell. It records it down below the graph. And I am going to right click anywhere along this line, go to modify. This trade is worth 5 pips all day long. 5 pips equals 50 points. So if I type 50 in here and click the little copy as button, it does the math for me. And on this trade, because it's right about 90% of the time, we're going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss. So if I win 9 trades, I'm going to be 45 pips ahead. If I lose 1 trade out of 10, I'm going to lose 20. So 45 minus 20 leaves me 25 pips ahead. So if I put 200 points in here, that's 20 pips. It does the math. And then the other thing I like to do is I like to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So I'm going to look at the price I got in at, which was 81.31. If I take 5 pips away to that, I'm going to go to 81.26. And we're exactly at 5 pips. So I'm going to just click modify, and it drops in my stop loss up here, my take profit here, and we've got 1 trade. So the numbers here, the take profit on sell of the AUD-JPY is 81.265, 81.265, and a stop loss of 81.512, 81.512. Let's see if we got any more of these. We still have a few more minutes before the top of the hour. Euro Canadian, no, not close enough. 8.7, not close enough. Pound yen, yes, I'm at 10, but look where my majors and minors are. The minors are up here, but the majors are still in the channel. So I'm going to hold off. Euro AUD 3.5, not close enough. So let's go to our next pair. 9.6 Canadian JPY. Ooh. I'd like to see, so we're within 10, within 1 of 10. I'd like to see the red line a little more. Let me think about this while we go on. 5.3 is not close enough. 6.2 is not close enough. NZD JPY 9.7 within 1 of 10, and actually it's been up there for 2 hours. This hour it's been at about 10, and last hour it's been at about 10. And these lines are way up high. See how much higher these lines are than these? And they're starting to go flat. Looks like they're starting to turn. With that, I'm going to go ahead and take a sell on the NZD JPY. So let's take another 5 pip sell on the NZD JPY. Let's see if I've got that open. NZD JPY, I already have it open. So I'm just going to go to it. If not, go through your file, new chart, and it'll probably be in that third grouping. And then I am going to go to new order, check the pair, check the volume, 1.1. I can have 2 open trades at 1.1, and it'll keep my margin around 1,000%, which is where I want to keep it. Market execution, it is going to be a sell. Again, I'm not going to worry about the stop loss and take profit now. and I am going to then go right click on it, go to modify. It remembers what I did last time, so I'm just going to click the blue and the red, and it does the math for me. And I just want to check that I get the full 5. So I got in at the 77.723. So if I take away 5 from that, I'm going to go to 6.7. So 6.7. I'm going to make it 6.73. So just to repeat, this one actually has almost a 2 pip, 1.5 pip spread on it. So we'll actually only end up with 3.5 pips. So the sell here was at sell on the NZD JPY. Take profit is 77.673, 77.673. Stop loss is 77.933. Now, what some traders like to do on this is they will wait till the clock actually changes, and they'll want to see this number change by at least 1. And in this case, it has. So that's just a kind of a stronger indication that the trade's going to be okay. I find that I'm good. If I see this at 10 and these lines up here, I'm good. But I know a number of you like to wait till that clock changes. And then let's see the other one, AUD JPY. AUD JPY. We got about a 1 point move here also. It was at 9 something. Let's see, go back. Yeah, it was at 10 and we went to 9. So I would expect both of these to close within the hour. Let's see if we have any questions. No questions. All right, gang, we took 2 trades. I'm expecting both to close within the next hour. We will be here again tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time to take another trade, another couple trades. I find trading tremendously rewarding, fun. It gives me great freedom to do lots of different things, and I've got my fingers in a lot of different pies, even though at this point I should be kind of cutting back on what I've got my fingers in, but it's all fun. And when what you're doing is fun, it's it gives you lots of juice. So if you aren't in the trial yet, let's get you set up to become a trader light so that we can give you a little instruction or a little more detailed instruction on how to do this. We will see you tomorrow morning. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.